Lay down, don't play around. Yo, MTV Raps. I'm back with that news. Word chat. Washington, D.C. just got a chemical implosion. So make sure you flood and smash that like button. Like you know this, cause it's the Soul Train, baby. I ain't got no name, I ain't got no aim. I'm just here for the game. All for the love, all for the pain, all for the glory. We all one in the same story. But it don't mean nothing. Cause niggas out here frontin' like they with that. Ain't even trying to give back to your community. How you fooling me? I'ma need 2 to 3. Excuse me. I'm out here on the live stream doing what I do for real, y'all. It's going down, so get on up in here right now. Smash that like button if you can. God, put it in my hand like it belonged to me. Put it in my hand like it belonged to me. Yo, I see y'all in the chat. Let's see if we could grow. Smash that like button for your bro. Cause that's gonna put us on the mid-dab. Hype it up. Smash that button like us. Like what? Duck, duck, goose. That's that truth. Don't get loose. Cause we're about to knock it out the park as usual. You know how we start is how we gotta finish. Coming hard. That's what we give it our all, baby. Cause we live it. And it's living. Now is the time to be a magician. You gotta make shit happen. Pull it out of thin air. Start clapping. Cause they wrapping it up like a mummy. And you don't want to get ducked off. So don't be funny. Smash that like button if you're with me, cause I'm with you. So this is the information is going down in Washington, D.C. right now. Multiple fatalities. Breaking news. You don't even know about this. See, I'm bringing it here to you live, family. Multiple fatalities out there in Washington, D.C. Okay? Smash that like button for me, please. Now, it was a chemical implosion that exploded. Thank you for hitting that like. See, that's the communication and cooperation we need. We just had about 25 people up here. You see the numbers got cut down like a tree. But I'm going to sting like a bee and I'm going to float like a butterfly. You know what I mean? Shout out to my black people out there in Chicago. Much love. 3 likes. That's what it is. That's what it does. So, straight into it, right? Chemical implosion in Washington, D.C. Multiple people died. Yeah, I see that. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, what's going on in D.C.? It's like every time I turn around, they just tried to kill your boy Trump up there now, and then this happening, you know, the whole service thing, and then now a chemical implosion. Like, what's going on? It seemed like it's a conspiracy. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but it's just like, wasn't they just talking about how Trump was cleaning it up and how D.C. looked at all this and that, and it's nice now, and the homeless people is gone, like. So we ain't even gonna go into that. That's a whole nother video about how they anti-homeless and how they act and how they perform. But you know, we ain't gonna do the performative. So we're gonna just talk about the information and get intuitive. So basically, that's what it is. It's given they trying to kill us. Like, what's going on? We going to war with Iran. They tried to kill your man Trump. Like, DC is a whole battleground right now. They giving it up like biological warfare. Didn't some other shit just happen in New Mexico with some chemicals? Like, what the hell is going on? It was like 12 people or 18 people, something like that. Almost a dub went to the hospital up there in New Mexico, man. This shit is strange. Remember, I told y'all here first, there's something going on with these chemicals and these things, man. Y'all be aware working in them plants around them shit like that. Because the same thing happened up there in New Mexico, man. All my black people that's working in plants and shit, man, make sure y'all alright. Y'all going to work and you doing what you do, man, because they giving it, it's giving death trap. They on some final countdown shit. All I see is motherfuckers dying every time I turn around in this bitch. No, for real though. Like, what's the real story? This shit is like spooky out here, man. Walking on eggshells, man. It don't matter where you at in the world right now. There's just so much going on. It's so traumatic. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who to trust, where to go. You just trying to move on the best you can. You know what I'm saying? I gotta quit smoking though. This shit, that shit got chemicals. This weed, this new shit be addictive like a. I'm telling you, it's hard to quit and get off, man. Especially because I got trouble sleeping and whatnot. That's really what be putting me down, you know, getting me off. I don't know what I'm gonna do now because I gotta stop though. This ain't no good, feel me? Like, it's killing me. I can feel it, my stomach, everything. Inside just tweaking. And when I'm not smoking, I don't feel it. It's not as bad. I'm just seeing the world for what it is and the direction that we going, man. It's like we really gotta figure out how we gonna get through this next phase, because this is about to be the killer's phase. Come and watch. They got all of these damn chemicals out here. I'm telling you, man. It's population control shit. Operation Blue Beam, Blue Dream and shit. Thank you. Appreciate y'all staying and coming through. You know, I've been breaking these algorithms day in, day out, man, putting in this pain. Make sure you go through my catalog, man. We going harder with YouTube this year. We ain't playing with putting out content, tons of it. Staying motivated. But you gotta have fun with it though. You can't be miserable. Like, gotta take it day in, day out. Physical, mental, you know, take breaks. There you go. See your man C5, he looking for Von. He had some strong words and responded when he had said something about Tooka. He made it clear, he said you're gonna walk into a grave. So you know what that means. He said something in the post, he was like, I don't understand why you want to walk yourself into a grave. Basically threatening Von's life. So he trying to run into that man, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just might. You know, he making his way in the industry, so it's like, dude, better be careful. He already done banned King Yellow. See, he ain't respond. That's how this shit go, man. Niggas is getting that clout. Getting that gang. That savage life, that's what it's about, you know. That's all they caring about out there right now. It ain't a good look. I wonder what's gonna happen when they run into each other, man. Y'all think they're gonna squash it? Think he was capping? Or you think Hadiway C5, he gonna take it to the next level? Talk to me, what y'all on? Y'all getting into, man. Hello, is anybody out there? Does anybody see what is going on? Does anybody know? Is anybody alive? Me. Tune in, tap in with your guy. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It'll all be well, man. It'll all make sense in the end. Just gotta stay mindful, hopeful, positive, vocal. You know, you gotta grow to become where you know you could go and where you see yourself at in the future. For yourself, not just for some broad, you know, trying to impress. You gotta be your best self. You gotta have that vision. Can't settle for less. You gotta get more. You gotta get the best deal. You gotta get the most you can ever get. You gotta hit the jackpot. Don't rot out here. Don't use your youth and deteriorate. You gotta be fair. You know, you gotta do what's best for you. Word up. Don't let nothing stress you too much, you know. You gotta open the door, opportunity, and continue to grow, man. One day at a time, that's all we know. That's how we gonna do it. So you can't never quit. You gotta take the right steps, make the decisions to be your best self, man. I know it's lit, I know it's hard, I know the streets. It's addicted. But it's wrong because it's taking lives and it's getting mothers and families conflicted. It's taking daughters and sons, and it's giving us more grief and pain than we could ever imagine. Even from hundreds of miles and miles away, black people could feel the evil in Chicago and the spirits that have overtaken and made killing cool and taking lives and backdooring and setting up your childhood friends to do and be killed and leave them on the street like Doodle, the way YFN Lucci pushed out his mans when Young Thug and Nut and all of them and his crew was trying to clap at him and kill him. Now we see NBA YoungBoy and Young Thug going at it too. It's a cycle that's going to continue for life if we don't like to break it and understand that we teaching and we showing and we being the greatest self to heal, because we all need help. And it's real, but we can't even trust ourselves, let alone the next person, to take care of your happiness and your health and your finances and wealth and achievements and everything else that you want to see and be with and get and lead in life. You got to take the time out to heal yourself and look at yourself in the mirror like, yeah, it's cool, social media, we talk crap and we go at each other and we say, nah, it's you, it's the women, no, it's the men, and all of that. But we also got to think about the bigger picture and the fact that none of us are perfect here, and we all working, and we all are work in progress. So you got to trust the process, and if you want to be able to have these things and you want to build with people and be able to trust, you got to know that that comes with risk and how far and how much you're willing to go and such. So you got to take the time out to build and think and make sure if it's real, or if you want to take the even chance to put your feelings on the line and be able to be a fool and play, the devil's advocate, to see both sides. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. It's like, you gotta unite. We gotta do it together. We gotta fight against the machines that's dividing us in every way in between and trying to tell us all who we are and who we have to be and what we have to do, instead of just doing what's natural and doing what's available, or the option that you could choose. And you shouldn't be ashamed, you shouldn't be afraid of rejection, resentment. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have these things if people took the time out to really wait before they made decisions that take their whole life in a matter of seconds. These decisions, they lead up to the days of the ends of the times. We see what's going on in the world, chemical warfare, people getting blinded, dying, illness, sickness, virus, quarantine, teens killing teens, subway surfing, all of these things that we know is no good, but we continue to allow it in our communities. Like we should just ignore it. No, we got to put our heart and our souls and devoting our time now to do what's right and to let people know that it's going to be all right. We 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 going to be all right. Separate the right from the wrong and do the right thing. It takes long. It's not instant. It's not easily achieved. It's not worth getting. You got to take the time out to vet and see Like this is something that you really want to live with and decide to make that bond and union before you just jump into something and now you're doing struggle and you moving out of survival. You know, it's alright to hustle and to want to be independent. But now you gotta understand that comes with different side effects that's gonna be moving and doing what it's gonna be doing to you and stressing you and, you know, catching you off guard. And so it's gonna make people angry at each other for no reason. You know, this is just what God has taught us. You know, in these days and times, it's more evil, it's more hate than it is likes. Like even when you see social media, people with millions of views, they only get a few 100,000 of likes. Or if you got like 1,000,000 likes, you get 100,000 views. If you got 10 million likes, you probably get 1,000,000 views. So that means 9 people watch, but they don't like because they don't want to see you, you know what I'm saying, go above and beyond and be able to have a bond and have a platform of your own that you can use as a reliever and something that you could be able to see yourself get better and better because you practice. You're doing what you're good at because you know that you have this goal. You have your mindset, so you're never gonna fold. You're never gonna compromise what you know is inevitable. You just gotta go do it. You gotta put it in motion. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel it. You gotta have the energy, but you gotta be devoted. You gotta be dedicated. If you're not gonna expose it and try to expose yourself and get that exposure, then you know it's not gonna click because you're not doing what you gotta do and you're not sticking to what you said you was, which was, even if it's just a relationship, a job, a commitment, whatever it is, you can't give up. You know, your kids, whatever your duty, whatever makes you happy, whatever keeps you. We just talking about relationships right now. You know, we talking about how, you know, we put the blame on one another when we all gotta grow and be able to come to a better conclusion than killing each other and going to war in the community or killing each other for love or cheating or, you know, beefing, whatever. You know, all of the things that we see on the news and in the communities. Like, we choose to do these things, but then we blame people when it's time to be adults and put on adult pants and wear the mistakes and the ways that we decided to go. Nah, but yeah, you know, that's basically the sum of, you know, what we've been getting into and some of the things that we've been touching on. It's some rappers going at it in Chicago, VonOff1700 versus Hadiway C5. Then you got NBA YoungBoy versus Young Thug. So it's a lot of controversies and celebrity gossip that people been talking about and seeing. Then you got Washington, D.C. A lot of people just died in a fatality. It was like some chemical plant. Sort of like what we seen in New Mexico. It's like these things are starting to seem a little too often now. Like right after somebody tried to kill Trump up there in D.C., you know, the Secret Service neutralized him. and shot him up. And then it was like something else happened in DC. I think it was like a bad shooting or something over the weekend, something with a cop or something too. You know, it just be so much going on, you can't even keep it up these days. That's why it's like the trauma, the bonding, you know, we gotta heal first before we go all get to this next step and level and be able to achieve the ultimate stability. Because life is not easy. You know, there's gonna be ups and downs to whatever way you decide to take. Of course, there's gonna be better decisions and rounds and ways in which you should play it. Each person is different, so we can't say what some person should go through or not, because some people got to go through that struggle before they get to the top, because that's gonna motivate their hustle of what they've been through and where they're not trying to go back to and whatnot. But we still got to make it easier and give back to the ones, you know what I'm saying, that we want to see be healthy, be safe, be wealthy, you know, chase that bag. That's what I promote. Don't even be in women's face, don't even be in men's face, vice versa. You know, everybody just stay elevating, motivating, supporting. We don't got to be effing each other to support each other or to be cordial or whatever, but that's the society that we live in, and it makes it weird for men and women to correlate and respond and be able to take critique and to talk and support one another. You know, it's kind of like it be one-sided, like, oh, all men is this or that, or all women is this or that. And it's like, nah, that's not true, but we just speaking on what we experiencing and going through, and we can relate to certain people's trauma and certain people's experiences that they may be going through or not. So it's kind of like, you know, we got to be grown. We got to really understand the cycle and what's going on and who's really taking advantage and abusing and hurting, you know what I'm saying, and trying to be spiteful. Because we all listening, we all watching, we all giving our takes, but, you know, a lot of us is being obnoxious or being fed up to where we just consciously now feel like it's going to be everyone when it's never been there. It's just some and a few, but now we make it the whole, and we're going at this one or that one too, you know, compare or whatever, and see how we ended up here. You know, it take two. Just the two of us, it take two to tango, so we can't duck responsibility, but we also got to look at results and be transparent to get the tranquility and exhale and have the ability to be able to be real and not feel ashamed or not feel gamed or played or preyed upon. You know, you want to stay and remain moderate, you know, so you got to be on top of it. You got to be in a lot of these rooms and just listen and learn and watch, observe how people move, so you can learn from the mistakes of who came before and take and go through the right path and do the things that you need to get the most and get more out of what you go through, and be vocal, like, because it could be therapeutic. It could solve a lot of the emotions and the pain that you hold in to your mind. You know, you think things is one way, but it's really not. So you got to be able to flip Because they're going to divide in any way they can so they could get us out of whack. So we can't understand each other, so we can't learn to listen, and we can't respond back and be on point. You gotta be on tack, man. The choices you make now is gonna affect you later on. And in fact, so you wanna be the best you can. And when you perform, you gotta hold this weight, man. You gotta put on, like, that's the day you're gonna get paid. But you don't wanna quit. You gotta give it your all. You gotta keep pushing for what you believe and what you know. Because you've seen it before. It's been too many times you've had dreams about this. And you ain't sleep on, you know what I'm saying? You ain't creep. You stay true to the game and they slept on you. So don't sleep. Stay up, stay down, stay 10. People gonna see, people gonna recognize, and they gonna give. And it's gonna be game, and you're gonna live, and you're gonna be able to maintain and, have whatever you can and get to that bag. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, that's the end of the day, moral of the story. You gotta have a bag. And it's not gonna be forever. So you better enjoy it. You can't take it with you, but it's gonna save you. So you gotta save it to do what you need to and be able to be amazing. Because you want that grace. Say it with me now, amen. Because I'm in the face and the presence of the Lord every time I speak and every time I put on this. This is greatness. The way we make this day in, day out, and we take this and we spit that fire and we breathe and we blow in the wind. We achieved that. We did that. This is pain. This is flagrant. In the name of the Lord, the devil could never rebuke me, because no weapon shall ever form against me will prosper. I'm out here and I'm hotter than I'm ever been, and I'm spitting and I'm getting people to understand that I did it like I never did, and they ain't respect it. So I still went back and put in more pain, and I still get rejected. I still get spit in the face. But I take it with a smile because I know what it takes to survive. Year after year, time after time, I ain't died. A lot of people did. A lot of people thought they was fly. A lot of people, they would never get caught up in the ways it went down. But shit, you can't predict the future, man. You just gotta go with the wave, because it's a crowd. A lot of people was fanned out. They don't know how to behave. They chasing fame, they chasing the dream, but I'm chasing the movement. I'm chasing the scenes. I'm not trying to get seen. I'm chasing the scene, man. No in between. Because when I come up, I run up. You know what I'm saying? I redeem myself. I don't need no help. I take it and I make it my own, and I flip it the weight. Well, take it slow. Cause I'm OVO EXO like Drake. You know what I'm saying? No mixtape. No flirting, just work it, baby. I ain't fraternizing, I'm hurting. But I'm gonna get in their pockets. Get your hand out of my pocket. boom, boom, bum, bum, bum. They laughed at me, they make fun of you when they don't understand where you're coming from and what you're gonna do. How you gonna put up them numbers, like number 2, because I'm on everybody. And when I do, they gonna say I'm the evil guy, I'm the bad guy, but no, you never knew. You never miss, I always hit. I'm coming through like a vegetable, I'm clean. Yeah, I'm extra. All the time. Effortless, man. Flawless diamonds, I got cuts. We ain't losing nothing. We muscle up. See those guns? Bust it, bust it. Bust it, bust it. Everything. Mufasa, Simba, the king, the return. Cause I really been there, I've been back, and I got burned. They tried to get Raffy, your boy. I would have been swimming with the fishes if I ain't leave the city by now. You know what I'm saying? It's getting critical. Baby, don't let it get critical. They on a mission, they killing you. Philadelphia is on fire right now. They shooting, looting, team takeovers. They doing the news. I promise you. But we don't post it. And you know this, man. Cause I'm on post with it, dog. You dig? Cause it can only be foggy for so long, but the sun gonna shine one way or another, man. That's what you gotta understand. It ain't gonna go through forever. It ain't gonna be too much longer. You know, we fighting. We fighting back no matter what. We lighting that match. It's lit. We ain't taking nothing on the hop, nothing on the chin. We got about 40 minutes. 40 action. See how I be cracking these streams? It's like a jungle sometimes. Make me wonder how I keep from going under. You dig? I came from that jungle, Burnside Ave, where they say they love you. On the block all day. You know they gotta hustle. Hit you in your oh yeah. Now that's the muscle. Every day I live, I'ma give it what I got. Cause this is all I give. This is how I rock. This is how I live when I've been through the block. And they see me with the pen, with the men, with the rock. Cause you know from within, but the men, I'ma rock. We rotting out here like rotten cotton. But we got it on lock. The YouTube streets, man, we on the block. We out here, man, we know it's hot. So we just make it make sense. Cause if not, I can't be a part of it. But that's where my heart's at. I flock to the money and you know I get my daughter back a lot. But they want to see me in the water with the spot and the shark and you know the park and you know it's dark. I don't start, I don't really think, but you know I'm smart. Where you take, where you at, money in the bank, that's a threat, that's a rap. I'ma get you eight, clap, claim. Mr. It's Mr. Where you at? Where you at? I see you in the cut. Trying to clap. Round of applause. I got performances, cause I'm warming it up. I'm cooking in the kitchen and I'm sorting. And I'm bored as, but I don't want to do much, sitting on my ass trying to get a buck. Why they want to ask if I crash this enough? I told them I'm retired, get the cash. What? That's the money in the bag. I'ma throw it like Fab. If they see me on the ab, and you know I call a cab, cause you know I got the green, but the yellow after math, and I'm on the scene, but the one the mad. Where my dad? Let's get to that. That's a fact. That's how I rap, nigga. That's how I rock. When they see me with the black, nigga, they say he cop, but I know I got attack, nigga. I got the drop. You know I want to swag, nigga. I got the mop. So I'ma drag on, nigga. Use it. Mad long, nigga. Use it. Bad song. Bad words. Mad long, hit the curb. See where I'm at with the herb. Pour another one for the perm. Boom. No, we will hurt you. And you know it's ain't your section. So why you got the weapon? You really trying to test him? I'm out here with the rhythm. Some guys. They on my, I'm on their eyes. I know they mad. I'm seeing why. I got the loot, I got the pie. I'ma do what I do, oh my. Salute to the guys. Give me the loot. Salute. Don't run if you shoot. People DP by the crew. If you see me, I'ma shoot, boy. And if I see you, I'ma ooh. I get the Billy Club and my belly out. I got a lot of racks getting silly now. They hide it from the guy that got belly out. You get your own board, hit you up, you're slipping up. Why you think you're getting us? Better off giving up, hit the dust. I know you want to pipe, nigga, live it up. Why you out here tonight, but you want to give up? If you thinking that's really right, I'ma give you up. If you try to make it tight, nigga, I'ma split you up. Paramedics ready, I'ma tear it up. They don't really hear from us. This shit is really weird to us, kiddo. They know I'm here to what? I was. You know, it's almost an hour in. You missed it. You got to go back and rewind and see. I talked about it. That was the first thing I said. Trying not to fall asleep over here. I ain't getting much sleep. that fucking pollen walking around and shit. Yo, chat, keep me up, talk to me. Watch my back. Cause it's hurting. That's a fact. I need a back rub down real good. Stay up, man. My phone was sleeping, but oh my God. Thank you for that like, though. That's what's up. Appreciate that. I don't even know what he talking about. I got a whole head to. I do what I want, that's why. Shit. Y'all the ones that be depressed coming over here. I be trying to uplift you and give you the relief, you know, help y'all get that stress situated in the best way possible. That's what I be trying to do. They tearing me up. I'm all the way out the way. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, if always possible. But you know, I could do what I want to do, so why you mad? Oh, I thought so. I thought you stopped the nonsense.